Welcome back to Overtime, and we got something a little bit special for you today. I'm here with Quinn. We've kind of kicked Wavepunk off the island. We voted him off, and we're going to give you our top 10 players in the RLCS, kind of the world, I guess, the overall vague idea that is Rocket League players. He's going to get intense. The reason I wanted this to be a standing segment is so I had an escape route and a way to get away from you as quickly as possible when you really start to go off the handles. That's good. So, you know, we're going to give you our top 10, but this week we're only going to give you our bottom 5. So 10 through 6 you're going to get. But that means you have to tune in next week to get our full top 5 to see what our full top 10 is. And then it's up to you guys to memorize. We're going to quiz you on it maybe. We're going to send out a couple of flyers, some tweets. I don't know. I'm making all this up on the spot. This is all a lie. We're just going to give you our 10 through 6 now. And then next week you're going to give you our top 5. Quinn, when you were coming up with your top 10, what was going through your head? What were you thinking about when you were trying to figure out who your top 10 is going to be?
Mostly just how easy it is to come up with my 10 through 6. You know, it's just like the easiest thing ever.
You're like thinking about it, you're like, man, this is so easy. I got number 10. This is still really easy. Number 9.
Well, in my head right there, I was just thinking 10 through 5, 10 through 4. I forgot that we'd be top 10. Anyways, yeah, that's hard.
It was so difficult. I'm not going to lie. So we actually don't know what each other's is. We wanted to try and keep it a secret, so we did it separately. And I was like, you know when you're in an exam at school and you're like, I hope that everyone's having as much difficult a time as me. I hope they're not all getting A's while I'm getting an F. I was like, the same with you. I'm like, I hope Quinn's struggling. I wrote down like maybe 20 or 30 players.
Yeah, that's why.
And then I'm like, how do I make these 10? How do I get rid of any of these guys? They're all so good.
It's like the hardest part for me, though, honestly, was really like identifying, okay, if these players can be top 5, then like, why aren't these players top 5? It's tough.
We're just going to own it, all right? This is Carpet and Quinn's top 10.
He's just coming up with excuses why his top 10 is already worse than mine.
That's a lie, but I'm going to let you start first. You'll start with your number 10, Quinn.
Boom, number 10. It is none other than my boy, Mystic. He's really the man. And this summer, this offseason, him playing with Flipside, they had ups and had downs, but I mean, being able to take out your own DreamHack summer tournament and be the champion, I mean, if you win any major tournament in your offseason, it's a good season.
I mean, that's a tough one, because I think if you look at like the most recent results, you might want to put him a bit higher, but at the same time, when you think of how many people there are, like if you just think of the top 4 teams, that's already 12 people, right? So like that's, you know.
I'm considering the slump from Flipside into things, so I did actually consider him higher at first, and then you know what? Mystic, if you want to get placed higher, you got to perform higher.
Yep. All right.
Lower.
All right. Now, things might get controversial, but let's just go with let's start with my number 10. My number 10 is Dapper. All right. Now, it's one of those situations where I think mechanically, if we were doing a mechanical top 10, he'd be like top 3 easily. Okay. But I think if you take results into account and everything that happened.
You know, all the things that make a player a player.
Exactly, especially in the RLCS and 3s.
Okay.
I still wanted him on the top 10. I had to put him on my top 10. I mean, he's nuts. He's actually insane, and the things that he does pull off, I just want to see a little more consistency before I put him a little bit higher. I want to bring you here, Dapper. Just, you know, give me more reasons.
If Dapper's a great player, if Dapper's your 10th player, because I had a lot of players who I thought were above.
My top 10 is juicy.
I had players who I thought
are
all way above Dapper. So if Dapper's your 10th, then I got questions.
All juicy. What's your number 9, Quinn? What do you got for me?
I don't know. Who is my number 9? Let's see it. Boom. Torment. None other than. That guy's the man.
You look like you don't know.
You know.
There's a lot going on in his brain.
I didn't need any of these distractions already. He already tried to distract me. I was coming up with my list. And now, trying to tell you my list. No, really. Torment. He had a great season. Got picked up by Cloud. Going from Muffinman to Cloud9. This guy had an incredible offseason. We talked about an offseason for Mystic. Torment, really a strong player for like forever now, a staple of the main scene. He came to light with Lucky Bounce, and I mean, I think Lucky Bounce is still a thing. Either way, Torment's moved on to greener pastures. That guy is a beast now. The partner in crime with Squishy Muffins. That's really all I have to say about Torment. Other than he's great.
I can see where our brains went different paths. So you went for. I had to do a mixture of recent results and not so recent results.
Okay.
I tried to do a little bit of both legacy and recent. So my number 9, I mean, it's kind of close to yours. I actually have Squishy number 9.
Oh, what?
Now, hold on.
Squishy was your number 9?
Now, I knew this was going to be controversial. You'll just wait until you see the rest, I promise. The only issue with me putting him higher is that, again, this is all very recent. I think there are a lot of players that have had more time to show consistency. We have players like Kronovi, who
My
I
list
think
is definitely a little bit more longer.
Yeah. I went for the long con, right? I'm always looking for the long con.
Okay.
I think there are players that have every now and then, they've shown up and they've shown that they're probably the best in the world, and then they fall off. And it's like a very quick, like
But
Kronovi is a prime example. So I think right now he's in his prime, but honestly, if the season starts and he can just show me like 3 weeks of consistency, boom, he's like number 4.
But like that's like such a cop out though. Like
It's not a
that
cop-out.
squishy. Okay, no. As it is now, you have them right next to each other. You
Yep.
think there's no major discrepancy in skill between the two of them?
Of course there is. Not. Exactly.
Okay.
Eat it, Quinn.
I'm gonna leave that one at that, and I'm gonna move on forward. My number 8, J-Nets.
He always
Now,
looks confused when he calls for it.
no, I'm just kind of waiting because sometimes everybody needs a reminder. You know what? It's normal. So J-Naps really as my number 8. I actually wasn't really sure where to place him because J-Naps is kind of wild. Like, I mean,
That's true.
he's really the player that I think carries G2 the hardest. Like, they all need to get carried at some point, but J-Naps is usually the one they call on to carry. And really, I'd say a shaky season. They won brisk in the summer season, and then other than that, they just kind of have really often on performances, hit or miss.
That was the big of my struggle for putting like a lot of the GG roster.
I
It's a
didn't
hit
know
or miss,
really
right?
how to keep him anywhere more like higher because I felt that there are just so many other teams, so many players doing so much better. But then I look at your list and now like I don't know.
Dude, this is the hardest thing to do. Like I wrote down 30 players. I'm like, how am I supposed to put any of these people not top 10? It was so difficult. So let's just keep going. My number 8, we got Matt. All right.
Okay.
You look like you were gonna argue, and then you're like, maybe.
I want to hear your explanation first.
So first of all, I think overall consistency, Matt has shown a lot of it. I think Matt, he's always looking for his team. He's both selfless and mechanical. I've seen him able to do all the passing plays as well as all the striking. Now, he hasn't had the results to follow that up, and I don't know if it's because of roster or maybe just team play, but in general, I think maybe it's a little bit of a fanboyism. I've always loved him in the duo. I'm not gonna lie. This could just be a little bit of me liking watching Matt. I love his play style. I think he's super consistent. Had to put him in the top 10.
Okay, so you like to watch him.
And he's great.
And he's great, but
Yeah.
like mostly you just like to watch him. And you like the way
Where'd you
Matt
put
sits
Cooks here,
out
fanboy?
together.
Where'd you put your Cooks here, you fanboy?
So?
Where is it? Yeah.
So,
I think
yeah,
it's number 1. We're not gonna see it till next week.
He's not number 1. I'll say that. He really
All
isn't.
right, there's the
No.
hint.
But again, I don't know how you justify Matt as number 8 when he had like the worst. Not him. Rogue and his team had a pretty abysmal
Is this
offseason.
wait. Oh, you're right. This is top 10 teams. No, it's players, baby.
Right, and so if you have a
Get started.
teams that hardly are in the top 10, how are you gonna have the players
It's
in the
about
top
the
10?
player.
Oh, okay. Let's go on to the next one. For my number 7, I have none other than your boy Jacob. Now, don't even talk to me.
Number 7?
What, you had him higher?
I guess
Then
we'll
what you
see.
do like the rest of all
Number
the...
7?
Okay. No, number 7. This guy is the man. You see him in his beautiful green
He's the man.
hat.
Also number 7 now.
Well, yeah, you can be the man number 7. Wait, it's the number 7 man. There's a lot of men, and to be number 7 is like a pretty big achievement here. No, really, Jacob's so good. The big thing for me to put him at number 7 is the Universal 2v2 Open. I felt that he had a great performance with Sizz, and you know, Sizz almost made it up here, but I don't just fill my top 10 up with random players of varying skill levels, right? Like,
I'm sorry. Is the RLCS just a bunch of people that either suck or are great, Quinn? They're all insane.
yeah, kinda.
Oh, wow. All right, well, what's my number 7 then, Quinn? What do you see there?
Who? Let's see.
What do you see?
Violent Panda is your number 7?
What do you got against Violent Panda, son?
Nothing. That's it. He's the best. Like, he's so good.
That is not what I was ready for.
Number 7.
Do you understand how many people are left in the friggin' RLCS that had to put 6 more
This
above him?
guy has had like an incredible career from the second he got involved in Rocket League.
Yep.
And that's how he's number 7?
So have 6 through 1.
Okay, you're gonna tell me him and his achievements in Europe are almost identical to Matt's in North America's?
What? Whoa, we're going by everything. We're going by legacy, we're going by performance, we're going by consistency, we're going by everything. All right? Here's my issue. I had Violent Panda originally like really high, and I just kept finding people. I'm like, I can't put these people lower. I don't know what to do. Violent Panda, he's here. He's number 7.
This is like the guy.
I can't believe you put Jacob number 7.
He is on arguably the number 1 team in the world right now.
Number 1 North American team.
Yeah, well, everybody knows North American teams are.
Oh, okay. So I guess
Okay, no.
6 through 1 are all yours.
I'll give you a break. It was actually really hard to fill my hole.
Dude,
All
this
the players
was
who I
really-
thought could have been
this
top
was really
5,
tough.
like ended up being in 15 to 20, 20 to 30. But this is top 10. That's why you don't see that.
Quinn just likes to yell.
Yep, and I like to clap too.
I like to clap. Everybody. All right.
Everybody likes to clap.
Let's see what you find. Let's see what you're wrapping
Okay,
up in
my
over
number
here.
6 is going to be.
It's not. You know what? Let's just no. You have no argument. Let's just go to my number 6. What's my number 6? I've got Cooks here, number 6. Now I think I'm just gonna talk. There is no words for this. There's absolutely no words for this. I think Cooks here is right now he's in a slump, which is why he's down at number 6. Of course, I think everyone can look at Cooks here and want to put him at easily top 3. He's insanely mechanical. He's Cooks here.
He's great.
He's great. But he's in a bit of a slump right now, and I tried to make my top 10 both recent and legacy. This is where Cooks here sat. And if you guys, I think you're done. I think you're done talking for the rest of the day. So I think that might just have to be the end of it. Remember, this is our 10 through 6. Next week, we'll tell you, I guess, whatever our 1 through 5 is. If you agree or disagree, if one of us is stupider than the other.
It's totally not speculation. It's all based on fact.
Please let us know. Quinn clearly did his research, as did I. But if you enjoyed yourself, please make sure to tune in next week, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, same channel, right here. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Hopefully we'll vote way back on the island for next week. But until then, see ya.